to wait and see.
I mean, let's not forget they did the best anime to ever be created, High School of the Dead.
Marina, 그림이죠.
Okay, you're listening to the AK Mindset. Please beware of spoilers for shows such as One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, My Hero Academia, Haikyuu, and others. If you're not caught with the manga yet, we advise you to listen carefully, and we hope you enjoy the show.
The AK Mindset.
Welcome back, guys, to the AK Mindset Pod. I think this is episode 11, and we're back with a bang, staying consistent with our annual episode. So I hope you guys are ready for this one, because it's very, very special, and we have our usual. And we also have a special guest, actually. We have a special guest today. But first, let's hear from the usual guys. Talk to them.
Yo, Wagwan, it's your boy Ed, back again with another episode. We've passed 10 episodes. I'm excited.
Imagine.
It's going to be good. And a special guest with us today. Interesting subject today. I'm excited for this one.
Yes. Everyone already knows Daniel here, back with another podcast episode talking about a very interesting topic, and the topic was actually introduced by the guest, so let him introduce himself, please.
Yo, hello guys, I'm Rotimi. I'm friends with these guys, and I'm looking forward to, going through this topic, man. I love anime, been watching it for about 4 years now. I'm not sure how long, but yeah, let's have some fun.
Let's go.
Good to have you.
Yes, sir.
The hype is real. We had a couple good guests recently, and I know this one's going to be another special one, because Carl was jokes. Rotimi's going to bring his own special vibe to this one as well. So let's just jump into it, man.
Yes. Well, before we jump into the main topic, what shows have you guys watched this week?
I'll go first. Mine's simple. I haven't watched anything. I just been reading manga. I can't invest my time watching anime. This station is killing me, so I have to keep it simple. Manga only for now until June. After June, then I can get into my binging my anime series.
What about you, Joe?
Caught up with One Piece on the weekend.
Okay.
Odin doing his thing, the gang Wano doing his thing. Yeah, it just reminded me how much I hate this particular character. It just reminded me how much I don't want to expose it, so because you never know, somebody might not have watched it and listened to it, but I hate this character so much. And these particular episodes.
Which character?
I think you know
Orochi.
Yeah.
You know, man. You have to know who.
It has to be
I thought you was talking about Odin. I was like,
why would I hate Odin, man? I hate that guy with chest.
Yeah.
I hate that guy with full chest. But the animation is super
6-9 levels of annoying.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's the worst, bro.
I despise him. The maddest thing is that now I also kind of dislike Odin for letting this happen, letting Orochi get into power and letting all this take place. I was vexed. I was watching it. So yeah, finally caught back up. Been watching 86. It's been fire. Definitely one of the best from this spring season. Immense. Great storyline, great characters, and I can't wait to see what they do. And yeah, that's it. That's the main two things I've watched this week.
Okay. What about you, Rotimi? What have you been watching or reading?
Me? Well, at the moment, I'm anime only. I might be, reading manga sometime in the future, but at the moment...
Time to convert. Time to convert,
he said.
I don't know if I can. The thing is, when you read the manga, like obviously the manga is going to be great, but then when it comes to animation, you know what's going to happen. I kind of like being surprised, and when I watch some of the anime, but then there are some disadvantages with Promised Neverland, where just change the story and just mess it up. So, who knows? But now, what I've been watching at the moment, I haven't actually watched any recent anime because I've been trying to put the brakes on because I want to binge watch some of them.
I hear that.
Yeah, my guy. That's what I do.
But I can tell you the ones on my list I've watched. The ones on my list is Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, fire!
Things about that. 86, which you mentioned. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm going to be watching that at some point because apparently that's probably what's the one that's getting the best reviews out of the anime that's coming out this season. And obviously, My Heroes, everybody's going to be watching that at some point. But I think they haven't got to that big part, the My Villain Academia part everybody's raving about.
Oh, yeah. waiting for that patiently.
My sister always raves about that storyline, so I'm excited for that. But the anime I'm actually watching at the moment is Gintama. Gintama, I'm excited to watch that, which is different, man. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Like it surprised me. At the start, I was like, maybe it's a bit of hit and miss. When it starts to get serious, that show actually really surprises me, and it can have some like actual genuinely funny jokes there as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. You guys, if you haven't, you should check it out.
I've always been scared to check that one out because it looks so long, and I know it has.
Yeah, One Piece fan.
Exactly.
I know, but
I'm not in my prime anymore, though. That's the thing.
trust me, One Piece was. I just got lucky that I started it when I was young. Like that's the only. If I didn't start it then, you think I'll pick up One Piece now? Never. Never.
900 episodes, you know.
I've managed to watch 500 episodes of that. 500 episodes of One Piece.
You've done well, man.
You've done very well.
Well done.
So yeah, I've done very, very well, but it's hard for me to go back into it. I'm like in the new world now.
Yeah.
But like,
sticky in it. Yeah, Fishman Island and Port Hazard.
Yeah, that's what I am at the moment.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, but Gintama, I think I started that anime so many times because I just can't get into it. I'm still trying to give it like because the first few episodes was like, please just get into it, but I just can't. But
I see what you mean. Like it's not the easiest to get into when they have those episodes where they start to have like the actual like story arcs.
Yeah.
Those can really bang, man. Those can really bang, and the comedy can really hit. And also the reason why I decided to watch on was because of some of the reviews you see of the show, and this particular episodes like later on that are some of the highest ranked episodes in all of anime. And you can see that like the general episodes, they're like decent, but when it gets serious, that's when you can see, okay, that's why this anime is considered so special by so many people.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think the reason I'm coming back to it is because it's funny, so I'll keep trying.
That's good.
It's worth it.
Okay. Nice list there. Me, I've been released from my prison, so I'm back on my anime and manga. It was a long April still, but yeah, I was watching Fruits Baskets, the final. Great season so far. And also, I was watching 86, like Raguel mentioned. And what's it, Higehiro? I don't want to say the title in English because it's mad. It's something like I shaved, and then I bought a high school runaway home, something like that. And the title sounds mad, but the show is actually really.
Suspect.
The show is good. The show is very good. It's not what I thought it was gonna be, so I'm happy. I think you should watch it. At least check out the first episode. It will surprise you for sure.
I didn't even say what manga I was reading. I just remembered. I'm reading Giant Killing still. Football manga, one of the classics. I think you haven't read it yet. You should read it. The anime is good, but the manga is just superior, like most times. But yeah, Giant Killing. That's all I've been reading. That's it.
Shout out to the Giants, man.
True that.
Yes, sir.
But let's get into the main topic. So this week or this month, we're talking everything in regards to animation production. We're talking studios, animators, how do you make an anime? Because we wanted to educate ourselves. And as I mentioned in the intro, Rotimi kindly brought me this topic, I think like a year ago, so we're well overdue to discuss this topic. But before we, I guess, talk about the nitty-gritty, what's your favorite animation studio? Anyone can go.
Okay, I'll go first. There's too many to choose from, bro. But I say the three ones that come to mind is Kyoto, Wit Studios, and Studio Period. And Studio Period, I know he has this iffy. I mean, he did Tokyo Ghoul, but he just has that nostalgia bit for me because of Naruto and Bleach. The Wit Studio, I think, it's just been good. I mean, Attack on Titan, and you have been an Attack as well, so it's been. I've loved that studio. I mean, Mappa is the easy one to say because Mappa has been here now the past 2 years. Doro, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, but I think my favorite is Kyoto. Weirdly enough, I love Kyoto animations so much, and one of my favorite movies of all time was made there as well. That's a silent voice. They have Violet Evergarden and some other stuff, but Kyoto animations for me, I think. The more I look at it and the animations that were brought out, I think that might be my favorite, surprisingly.
Yeah, definitely Kyoto. They make visually, their stuff is always visually a treat to look at. Like Violet Evergarden, I remember when I first watched it, I was like, wow, it just looks amazing. And then like certain scenes were just like they leave their mark in your memory because of like how well presented they are. And when I was actually researching into these different studios, it's quite interesting to see like how the term studio can't even, it's like a thing that people kind of get lost into because of it's more like with a lot of these shows, it's actually the actual people, the animators and the directors who are actually making the show special, but people will just talk about the studios. So that's something that I found quite interesting when we were researching, well, when I was researching anyway. But yeah.
So I'll go next. So two of my favorite studios, I think what makes a good studio and how I kind of decide on a studio is based on the type of movies I've experienced, because obviously we have long running shows and shows we've experienced all the time every season, but stuff like made from like Madhouse, the classic Perfect Blue, that, oh my days, I love that thriller. It was so sick. And they've made beautiful films like The Girl Who Leapt Through Time and shows like Nana, One Punch Man. They have credibility. Like they classic shows on their roster that I feel like a lot of people have genuinely enjoyed. And then second one, I would say a throwback, Studio Ghibli. For their stunning animation, they're
Spirited Away.
I feel like Studio Ghibli like transcend anime.
That's like the Dragon Ball of anime. That's your version of Dragon Ball.
Beautiful animation, everything. Like even my mum has watched Studio Ghibli films. That is one of those, you don't have to be a fan of anime as a genre to experience Studio Ghibli, because it always brings something like a depth to the story and imagery and all of that. So that's the two for me.
Good choice.
Very good choices. Like Princess Mononoke, I watched that film like a couple of years ago, and that film, like everything, it's just like a different experience from like the other anime films. Like I think maybe because it's a bit older, but like that one and Spirited Away, like those, it's like an adventure, you know. Like
Spirited Away is amazing.
It is amazing. Like,
and Howl's Moving Castle as well. Love that movie.
I need to watch that one. That one's on my list too.
We need to watch Pompoko. Pompoko.
I haven't seen that.
So different, man. So different. I watched that a couple of years ago. It was so good.
All the Ghibli movies. I need to do like a get together with my friends and just like, you know what, let's do a Ghibli.
It's definitely worth it.
It's gonna be a movie, you know. Oh, that's gonna be sick.
What about you, Rotimi? Do you have any studios you like?
For me, like I think Raguel took my one to start. Like Madhouse is the one I was actually going to select. The thing is, Madhouse, they're probably my favorite. But the thing is, I don't like about them. It's not their fault. It might not be their fault, but you know how they start an anime series. There's massive breaks between all the anime that they do. Like what happened to Ippo?
Oh, Ippo is good, I hear.
Ippo, like I watched the whole series, but now like it's been gone for how many years?
Oh, don't get me, man. Oh my god, I love that show so much.
Well, I was paid.
I love that show so much. It was my favorite sports anime. Then just and it just stopped making. I don't know why. There's all the content's there. Also, like One Punch Man, they did the first season. They let another studio take over the second season. The second season wasn't as good, clearly, in terms of animation quality. I mean, I don't know, they probably have like genuine reasons for why. I haven't looked into it, but you know, that's the thing. That's the only thing with Madhouse, though. They produce excellent animation, and then they just seem to just, you know, drop whatever manga they're creating. But it's obviously more complex, like with all the contracts, as to why maybe it's transitioned, you know, to other studios, or they just stopped for a while. But also, they made Diamond No Ace, which I watched actually because of you guys.
Hey, let's go.
I watched that.
This pod reps
the go.
Diamond Ace. We rep that anime so much.
Yeah, what a really good main character, man. Like the way, I don't know, it's inspirational the way they go about it, and also the people that are his director. The guy was his directing position. I can't remember.
Coach Katoka.
Well, first of all, that's the Go Anime coach for me. In terms of anime sports coach.
Yeah,
I think it's only one other coach I put above him. He's amazing. He is one of the best.
And but also like his rival for the Furia. That's it, exactly. Furia is the fact that they make him not that this obnoxious guy works just as hard.
Yeah,
and you can see where both of them coming from. It's a real rivalry, and it's done extremely well. And when you see Saramura, well, maybe I should can I say, well, when you see Saramura eventually reach his milestone in the anime, it's an amazing moment. And so hopefully it comes back, and Madhouse don't drop this one as well, and we can see the rest of the story. But we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, let's not forget they did the best anime to ever be created, High School of the Dead.
Of course. Hey, did you see the thing where he had the gun and he shot it perfectly in between her memories?
Body proportions.
very, very different.
Yeah, that was
Surgical.
looking at the list of anime they made, they're classic. Oh my god, Hunter x Hunter, Death Note, Overlord, Black Lagoon. This is just, yeah,
they got
especially
a
Monsters as well.
good catalogue.
They do.
Very good. Very good.
And
Can't complain.
before I say mine, I actually want to talk about Madhouse briefly because I watched this video by this guy, the Canna Perfect. Great channel if you're looking to learn about animation. Like he was breaking it down, like why Madhouse isn't as good as it is like in the current time. Well, when the video came out, because it came out like 2016ish, and he was saying like all the big, like all the founders from Madhouse, like the people who were bringing other like animators to the shows so that they could be of that high quality, they kind of left to do their own thing. So like people like Masai Murayama, he left and he created Mappa. See, so he took all the people with anime.
That makes sense.
It's a lot of networking. So if you know, if you're like top, you're gonna attract people who make high quality stuff to you. So with all these big names leaving Madhouse, they were only left with like one of the original founders, and he didn't have as much respect in the industry compared to the others. So now they don't have the I guess pool of talent that they originally had, that you saw like in the 2000s to 2010. Because like at 2010, like most of the founders had left, and it's the name Madhouse is actually made up from the founders' names. That was actually quite interesting. And with One Punch Man is actually quite interesting because the director, most of the staff that worked on One Punch Man don't actually work at Madhouse. They were like freelancers, or like it was like a favor that they did for the director. Like that's how like respected he is in the industry.
Damn, that would make sense then.
That makes sense. Because everything after like 2015 for Madhouse, I'm like, But before that, it's been hitting. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, very interesting. A lot of politics, I think.
Yeah, there's a couple people got names. A couple people just saying, I'm leaving this. I'm leaving here. I don't want to work here no more. Let's set up another company.
It's about
I mean, it made Mappa, so I can't complain.
It's about creative freedom, because like a lot of animators, they like to be able to, I guess, express themselves through their work. And if they're not able to do that, then they'll just go somewhere else where they can.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, let me just quickly say my studio. I'm gonna pick, because some of them have already been said, UFO Table, because like the Fate series, and of course everyone knows Demon Slayer, but the Fate series, that's where like you see their best work. And Karen no Kyokai, Garden of Sinners, I think Raguel's watched that one.
Oh my days, quality.
Listen, that's 2008, and the thing is looking like it's made in 2020. And like I was watching a video from the Canna Perfect, and the way their studio is just structured, like it shows how important the post-production when you're making these shows is. Like you see like the animators are just doing the two people, and all these special effects you see are made by like this whole different team who like really breathe life into the anime. And like the way their motto is like, okay, we have the source material and we're gonna make it better. Like that's the mindset that all these studios should be having, and that's why their shows be banging so often. Like Demon Slayer, They took one scene and they changed it into like a completely different thing, and it completely elevates your experience of it. Man, like Fate, Demon Slayer, 2 different shows, like probably the top in animation, and it just shows. But they need to pay their taxes. That's the last thing I'll say.
But it's like,
There you go.
No, you go, G.
No, I just wanted for the Fate series. Yeah, like I've watched Unlimited Blade Works and I've watched Fate Zero. Is it worth watching these, like the alternative story for Unlimited Blade Works, like those movies, like Heaven's Feel one?
Oh, Heaven's Feel, it's a different route. It's a different route from the Stay Night. Yeah. So it's like a completely different story.
Yeah, how good is it though? Like,
Heaven's Feel is amazing so far. Like, I just need to watch the last movie, but like the direction it goes, because you're learning more about Sakura and like her family. So if you're interested to see like what's the deal with her and like why she is the way she is, and like stuff with Shinji too, you should watch Heaven's Feel. And like it's a different Emiya, he's not the same Emiya from Unlimited Blade Works. Like you don't find out the same things in Heaven's Feel that you would in Unlimited Blade Works, if you get what I mean.
Okay, I might check that out then, because I've been iffy because you see Unlimited Blade Works, you like it, you're like, okay, I've liked how this finishes, and the Blade Works and Phase are directly linking to each other. So I was like, do I really want to see an alternative version of the story? I'm not sure, man, because Fate obviously has so many different stories. It can be a bit confusing sometimes for people in new series. But
You got very confused.
It was overly complicated for no reason, because I remember when I was so confused about the layout and how to watch them, and then Daniel had to take time and lay out exactly. He's like, okay, Richard, this is the order, and don't watch this because the movie hasn't come out yet. It's the most, I don't know why they did it like that, but to be honest, it's worth it because of how great the quality is of the show and the writing and the animation. So I don't mind like going through all the loopholes and doing a madness just to enjoy this, because it's worth it.
Yeah. Because the amount of times I'm sure Daniel was tired of me. It's like, how does it go again? I'm gonna ask him again.
That's cool. We'll sit down one day and discuss it properly, because it takes a while because of the way this one was produced by this studio, and then like but it's a whole, what's the word? Bag of worms?
Check it on, check it.